Hello everyone, welcome back to another Wednesday Waffle. This is episode 17, I don't know how it's gotten this far. This is going to be unedited because I am lazy and do not have time. Hi, this is where I basically just talk about my life if for some reason you're new here. Chances are you're not though, but hi, I'm Grisha and this is where I just talk about my life. So, there's nothing more to do than just dive straight into it. Starting with something which I thought about the other day. It was actually yesterday, obviously. Well, not obviously, but yesterday I was thinking about how. So basically, I didn't do anything. Right, I had whiled away the majority of the day on YouTube because of a lack of clarity and because of simplicity of access to YouTube. And after dinner, when I was getting ready to go to bed, I was thinking how perhaps this comes from a place of not being stressed enough. Which sounds really weird in context, especially given that I'm nearing the end of school and how people really do not want to be stressed because that is in a really bad mental state. But I read or listened to in the 4-Hour Workweek that there are two types of stress. You've got eustress and you've got distress. I haven't got enough eustress. This is a motivational stress. Think of you as in euphoria. It's motivational and, in a way, a good stress which makes you want to do something because almost a fear of not doing it. And that's given me no urgency and also no clarity in what I want to do. And so I've ended up spending quite a few hours on YouTube or on starting my day with Instagram or something, and it's really not it. Sorry about that. You're about to find out why I'm blowing my nose. But yeah, stress leads to procrastination. And honestly, I just really don't feel really good. People, when I talk to them about it, I say, oh, I'm not doing enough. And it sounds really almost petty. It sounds really silly because, honestly, yes, I'm not doing enough. That's such a almost lame reason to be annoyed. At least in my mind, sometimes it feels like that. But the thing is, now I'm realising it's much more of a legitimate reason to be annoyed at myself, or not annoyed at myself. There's never a legitimate reason to be annoyed at yourself, but it's a legitimate reason for perhaps the feelings which I feel afterwards. This feeling of not fulfilling what I could have been, which I believe might be one of the main fears I hold, but I'm not sure. However, lack of clarity, it ultimately just boils down to I just have no idea what I'm doing. I've been trying to find that thing, and I was doing some writing the other day. I was just typing it up. It was a script for perhaps a video, which I can never make myself to make videos, or I can never get to do videos. I'm not sure why. Probably because of a lack of clarity and a lack of will and whatever. But I hope that now I'm going to be more ready for it, more ready to make some videos, because I do want to make them, even if not to publish them. I just want to make a couple of edits, if nothing else, to learn some of the basic skills. But I was writing the script and I really, really enjoyed it. It was on a kind of relaxing day when my family were out for the evening, and so I was home alone. I made myself some food and then I just wrote. And this writing could be a chance for me to relax and develop at the same time. So perhaps I might delve into it more. Obviously there's a very big market for it, copywriting and stuff, which I have heard of. I just have no idea how you could possibly get into that, because for me it seems quite outlandish to get someone to write something which is supposed to be personal. I don't know. Perhaps starting a newsletter is a way, but it was a really good script, I think. I still need to finalise it, which I might do today. But it's really shown me how I can't really rely on motivation, because I only did that because I felt motivated to do it. But if I'm always waking up every day and only doing stuff based on how I'm feeling that day, I'm never really going to get anything consistent done. I'm never going to be able to form any consistent habits, or honestly, I like calling them rituals, because a habit implies that it requires very little effort, whereas a ritual still requires effort but it's got the same kind of gist to it. But I will never be able to build a ritual if I only rely on feeling. And so this is why perhaps a timetable might be necessary, but I never really like being conformed to it, or I just never followed it. I don't know. Maybe a topic for journaling. It's a really wacky one to do, but I think the only way to really get around it is rather than think about it, just to do something about it, as with many other things. And what does it say? It says, will express passion. Oh yeah, because although I think that on one hand the word passion does have some negative connotations, especially if you look at the origins of the word, but in the way we use it now, writing could be one of my passions, and maybe that's why I'm drawn to videos so much and making videos, because a lot of that is in the writing and the storytelling. But who knows, I just really hope that I'll be able to express it, or that I will have the courage to express it in some way, whether it be a video or a newsletter or on a really weird website. I don't know. Next thing, I was sniffling. That's because I am ill. This is wonderful news. I love being ill. Shocker, I don't. That was all sarcastic. I had to skip my climbing yesterday, swimming on Monday, and I've just been feeling pretty down in terms of energy and in terms of, well, feeling sick. What I hadn't realised is how much of my day depends on energy and not feeling ill, I guess. And this energy can also be derived from sleep. I can also get energy from sleep, and being ill has also shown me how important sleep is, because when you take one factor out of your life, it kind of, you lose energy and then you lose motivation, whatever. But this has also been a bit, not exactly scary, but eye-opening in the fact that I haven't realised how vulnerable a lot of what I do is. Partially because I don't have any systems. The systems are extremely, okay, maybe I do have systems, but the systems which I have are extremely vulnerable to change, or negative change. I think that when something positive happens, I'm pretty good at adapting it into my systems, or maybe I'm not. But I don't know, and this vulnerability I hope to eventually remove, but at the moment I just need to build proper systems and proper rituals. Energy being low is pretty bad. I don't like being de-energized because I can't go swimming, can't go climbing, but it's alright. Those days are in the past now, and the only important thing is to just not make the same mistake twice. One of the key messages of Discipline is Destiny, which I just read, and you'll hear about in a minute. How have I already been yapping for 10 minutes? Okay, whatever. Next one, Nature, Tom Bombadil. I've been rereading Lord of the Rings. I might have said this last episode, and it's really, really good. And I really, really like Tom Bombadil. He is a character in the first book who I assume kind of just expresses nature and man's relationship with nature, but he's a very upbeat and very masterful character, and I seek to embody that in some way. So just thought I'd put it out there. He's someone I want to embody, just another person like that. But obviously he represents nature, and that nature I want to connect with more. It's hard to do that in London in a way, because it's a massive metropolis, but it does have its own areas of nature. But I think nature and wild nature are different, and and I would prefer wild nature, whereas the pretty structured, rigid nature which we have in London is not exactly my liking. But even then, it's better than not connecting with nature, so definitely something I'll do more. But as the days get shorter, there'll be less time of light, so I don't know how I feel about that. But we'll see. It will definitely improve my mood, let's say that. I mean, I'm in a good place usually, but it will improve my mental state as well, I think, and it will give me a lot more clarity on what I want to do. Spending time in nature is actually a very good way to alleviate this clarity and paralysis as you walk around and either you think or you don't think, and your mind organises itself, and then you see things from different angles which you may not have seen. Yeah, Next thing, write-off relaxation. There's a concept called the write-off day where you basically take a day to just do nothing in and you schedule that to just relax. I've realised that my write-offs are kind of still energy intensive. In a day where I could only do whatever I wanted, I'd probably climb for the majority of the day until my skin... I mean, if it's an ideal day, my skin wouldn't go and I'd just keep climbing and I wouldn't get tired and I wouldn't sweat and then I'd go bang, 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 bang and whatever. But it's interesting because in this write-off day, I don't do what most people do. I don't sit down and watch a film or whatever. Because for me, those write-off days are when I'm with my friends. The days where I just get to relax and not do much. Which probably explains why some of my holidays end up being low impact in terms of action, but high impact in terms of seeing friends and enjoying myself. And I took a write-off day, kind of, on Thursday or Friday, when my parents were out. Went climbing, came back, but I did some cooking as well, which I think I've said, but I really liked it. And that was another thing which might fit into this ideal write-off day, which might just be an ideal day, because cooking also relaxes the mind the same way nature does. So yeah, I was just wondering about write-offs and really how I respond to them. But I had a really nice bath, so that's definitely something I'll do more of. It was similar to the sauna, which I might have talked about a couple of weeks ago. The warmth really relaxes you, whereas the cold... Ooh, do I have any bumps? No. Whereas the cold stimulates you. So yeah, that's cool. What does it say? It says write-off, only with friends. Yep, said that. Next thing, penultimate thing. No, this is the last thing. A concept from Discipline is Destiny, which I've really coined now, and I'm probably going to write up on my wardrobe and whatever. It is that you should be best. And it sounds a bit weird, but it's a concept which I've known about for a long time. I just never really put into words or never really made a mantra for myself. But this be best thing is essentially you turn up every day and you just give 100% of you. You try as much as you can in what you can. If you finish early, you do something else high impact or high leverage or whatever. And yeah, it's just show up and be the best person you can be. And now I'm really seeking to embody it as much as possible because I feel like I was missing out. But what's really weird is it's a lot harder to do it at home than it is at school. It's a lot harder to be best at school. Not as in be the best, but be best to myself. I can focus a lot in lesson and I can have a nice time with my friends. But I think it's because school sets out very rigid parameters and very clear goals, which is what I don't have at home. I don't have clear boundaries where I don't go, and I don't have clear goals where I do go. So, sorry. So perhaps to be best, all I really have to do is set some boundaries and set a goal. But who knows? I mean, who knows? I'm pretty sure that's basically it. So I'm going to try do some of that, try set some boundaries, some essentially zero exception stuff so that I can make a little exception occasionally, and then set some pretty clear goals with some pretty clear systems, get those systems into rituals, and then hopefully succeed, make money, go to 3 Michelin star restaurants for my 18th birthday. That's one of my dreams. So yes, that reaches the end of the video. It's 15 minutes about, which I'm pretty proud of. I wanted to keep it shorter, but I also know that they've lately been kind of short, and I know that when Jai does them short, I don't like them. So, yeah, I'm a bit annoyed that I won't edit this, in a way, but hopefully I will edit some of the future ones. Just quite simply, really, put some caption boxes and stuff. But even a little bit of editing will improve my speed, my stuff. So even though I won't do it today, maybe I'll learn something. Maybe I'll do something cool. But we'll see. I'll leave you on the triplet for the end, the quote, haiku, and thing to think about. The quote is, as you may have expected, be best. The haiku was about my bath, which I had when I was relaxing, and it is steaming hot bathtub. Steaming hot bathtub. Blessed warm air. Calming water. Lit candle burns bright. I can't say blessed because that's 2 syllables. And one thing to think about as I leave you is something I have thought about already. Where am I just not trying enough? The same way I'm trying a lot at school and not trying enough at home to be clear with what I do. Where are you not trying enough? Where can you slightly improve, make a 1% adjustment, and perhaps that'll be all you need to get you to the next threshold. Or maybe you don't need to get to the next threshold. Maybe it will just make you happier. Or if you're completely happy, why are you watching this video? That may be confusing, but you're probably a family member, so thanks guys. Please, I'll send you guys my Christmases. Bye! Bye!